Let me tell you the truth about why most women stay stuck. Not because they're unmotivated, not because they don't know better, but because they don't have structure. They're aware, they have desire, and they have vision, but no identity that can hold consistency. That's why today we're talking about the emperor, the woman who stops leaks energy and builds stability. Hi, my name is Veronie Anderson, the Love Catalyst, and I help women exit the awareness avoidant loop so they can become consistent and have the life they desire. This is the Feminine Arcana Series, not tarot reading, but identity shifting. We have moved through number 1, the Fool, the woman who believes love conquers all, the Magician, the woman who is finally aware that she has some power, then the High Priestess, the woman who finally starts trusting herself, the Empress, the woman who knows she is worthy of receiving. Now we arrive at the Emperor, structure, boundary, leadership, and self-authority. The Emperor is the woman who becomes the authority of her own life. You see, women are programmed for responsibility, for taking care of the house, for taking care of their husband, for taking care of their children, but they are not taught how to have authority over their own life. So the woman who's in the Emperor identity no longer waits for motivation. She no longer negotiates with inconsistency. She no longer builds her life on feelings. She builds it on system. The woman in the Empire identity understands that freedom comes with structure. This identity is discipline without punishment, consistency without burned out, and boundary without guilt. She doesn't drift, she directs. Why women stay stuck without the Empire energy? Most women live in the Empress desire but skip the Emperor structure. You want ease but no routine. You want abundance but no system. You want peace but no boundary. So life feels chaotic. That's the awareness avoidance loop. You are aware that structure would help, but you avoid it because it feels uncomfortable. The Emperor as the whole woman. This isn't just about love. The Emperor governs your schedule, your finance, your hobbies, your boundary, your consistency, your discipline, your boundary, your consistency, your self-authority, and your leadership. Your boundary, your consistency, your self-authority, and your standard. In money, she budgets and she builds. In health, she has routine, not bursts. In mindset, she have practices, not moods. So that means she don't get motivated 1 minute and then by next week it fades, and then she just practice when she's in the mood to practice. In love, she enforce standard calmly. This is the woman who creates predictable success. How the Emperor act in love. In relationship, the woman in the Emperor identity doesn't beg for clarity. She states her boundary clearly. So when she and a person start a relationship, she let them know what and what she will tolerate. She enforce boundary once. Like a lot of women will say that they won't tolerate cheating, but when the person cheat, they make a lot of excuses and they won't end the relationship. She leaves when boundary doesn't match her value. She doesn't argue reality, she respond. That's what I see like a lot of women does. They will know that the man cheat, but they will want the man to confirm that the man cheat, even though they know and see evidence. She doesn't threaten, she remove access. Like a lot of women will say, oh, I'm going to leave, I'm going to leave, I'm going to leave, and they never do. Not from anger, but from self-respect. The shadow of the Emperor. The shadow side of the Emperor is rigidity. Over control, emotional wall, never asks for help, never rests, and never receiving help. This is the woman who confused strength with struggle. The Emperor energy is structure, but there is softness, not domination. The Emperor realized my life doesn't need more motivation, it needs more system. Motivation is emotional, structure is sustainable. Your future is built on habits, not feelings. Here are 3 Empire practice to be consistent. Number 1, the non-negotiable routine. So pick one habit that you will do no matter what. So for example, 10 minutes walk, journal as soon as you wake up, stretching, posting 1 content per day, meditation, or budget for 5 minutes. The Emperor doesn't negotiate with her identity. Consistency first, then intensity later. Practice number 2, the boundary reset. I want you to get your book and your paper for this one. And you are going to write this down. What drains me consistently? What disrespect my time, my energy, and my peace? Don't overthink, just write it down. Then choose one boundary that you are going to enforce for that week. So for example, no responding to late texts. So say 10 o'clock is your cutoff time to respond to texts. So even if somebody texts you that you really like after 10 o'clock, you are going to stick to that boundary and you are not going to respond. Number 2, no overworking. So say your cutoff time for working is 6 p.m. When 6 p.m. comes, get up and stop working. No explaining yourself repeatedly. You could explain once, but you shouldn't explain like 3 times. No lending energy you don't have. So say you have a friend who's always dumping on you. You could say, you know what? I cannot listen to this right now. And that's it. Practice number 3, the weekly structured check. Every Sunday, ask what works, what didn't, what needs adjusting. The Emperor refines, she doesn't quit. Consistency grows through small corrections. When structure is solid, something deeper happens. You start seeking purpose, alignment, and meaning. That's when you step into the Hierophant, the woman who build life in truth, not just productivity. If this episode speaks to you, comment in prayer. And remember, you don't need motivation. You need identity, structure, and consistency. I am Veronie Anderson, and I help women exit the awareness avoidance loop so they could become consistent through identity shifting. If you want to work with me, there are 2 ways. The exit audit, 45 minutes, and you get a 7-day clarity plan, and the exit, a 30-day container.